If you've arrived here and connected with this video, you have more than likely been through very much in your life. Oftentimes, it may feel like nothing seems to make sense. There's no purpose to anything anymore. This is often because it's part of the awakening process. You've walked through the fire and are now looking for peace, ready to take the quantum leap into the space between. The whole universe works through you in the creation of your perceived reality. The laws that govern life are not coming from our perceived reality. They're coming from the total reality, the divine source. Then through the body, our perceived reality is formed. You're actually communicating through the total reality of the divine source. The sun's energy is produced by the divine source. The sun radiates this energy, then the brain converts it to light. The energy, the light, comes through you. It is produced by our brain, which is similar to a projector. We are producing our perceived reality. When we go to the movies, we watch a screen. It's out there in front of us on a screen. The film is inside the projector, but the movie shows out there on the screen. You may think the film is out there on the screen, but it's actually coming from the projector. It's sent from the projector out onto the screen through light. As far as our reality is concerned, after we produce it in the brain, then we project it outside, just like the projector and the film. This is why we feel that what we are seeing is our reality, our environment. But in actual fact, it's sent by the brain through light and the projector of the eyes. In order to perceive our reality, we must have working senses, which are also produced in the brain. These senses are not only active in the reception, but also in the projection of our reality outside, which is another reason why we think it's outside. But we are really projecting it from the brain through light to produce our perceived reality. As events take place in our world, they come in through our senses and have an impact on us. The experience of some events may bring up hate, anxiety, fear, or even love. Different experiences can be assimilated as inner disturbances depending on how we take in our world as it passes through us. Form is just a projection that looks and feels like it's outside of us, but it is processed through the senses into energy that our mind receives and experiences. Our senses are electronic sensing devices. When energy comes through into our psyche and we see it as a disturbance, we resist it, we hold on to it, we stop it from passing through us. When we do this, the energy gets blocked inside us, creating tension, fear, pain, and the like. We all do this. If we create less and less of this, if we simply watch without holding on to the energy passing through us, we would find a world of peace waiting for us to finally discover it. What if we did allow everything to pass through us without any resistance at all? What if nothing got blocked inside of us? Let's create a scenario. If we're walking down a street, we may pass many objects: homes, businesses, trees, flowers, motorcycles, cars, people. As fast as these impressions are made through the mind, they are released. They are passing into us through our senses, stimulating us, then passing through us each moment. Every moment is an intriguing, moving experience because we are completely open, with the fullness of life flowing right through us. Although what usually happens is, as you're walking down the street, you see different objects all passing through you with no trouble at all. Then something comes in. It stimulates the senses, the feelings, but this one doesn't pass through as easily. It hits a button and upsets you in some way. So what happened? In this case, you see a motorcycle driving by. It looks like your boyfriend's motorcycle. As it passes by, you notice a woman snuggled up close to him. But in fact, it was a motorcycle that was similar to his. It actually wasn't his motorcycle. But in your eyes, it wasn't just like all the other motorcycles. To you, it was his. Now, you're not even noticing the other motorcycles going by because your heart and mind are fixated on this one thing. You've created a blockage within you, an event that got stuck inside you. All sorts of scenarios come into your mind: jealousy, worry, anger. You reminisce about the past with him. You're fearful of the future. You are now locked in your mind chatter. You can't see what's happening in the present moment because your thoughts, your judgments have taken over. All the other experiences are trying to pass through, but you're not experiencing that anymore. You are caught in the judgments of your mind. For the projector of your eyes, there's no significant difference between that motorcycle and the other motorcycles. Light is simply bouncing off and passing through the retina, making a visual impression, as it always does. The world of impressions is actually meant to work this way, allowing us to experience these impressions and then letting them pass through so that we are always fully present in every moment. When we let go, when we let things pass, we then step into the peaceful world of the space between the thoughts. When you do this, each moment will change for you. Peace will envelope your world, and the fullness of life will pass through you in every moment. This is ultimately your choice to take. You either take it or you do not. Nothing is right or wrong. It's simply a choice. Letting go may seem hard to do, but it's just a matter of changing a habit. If it takes simply changing this habit to step into heaven on earth, wouldn't you do whatever you could to get there? Imagine if you were so fully present during each experience of your life, and it touched you to the depth of your soul. It would then feel like pure heaven on earth. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. I always enjoy hearing from you.